This is Akin, aka Jack is the Truth. I'm delighted to be joined by Shannon the Cannon. Let's go, champ! Very exciting, sir.
Let's go, champ. Thank you for having me, brother.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure finally meeting you, meeting your acquaintance. You've given me a lot of great highlights in boxing. I mean, some of your moments are the most viral things I've ever seen. Welcome to London. How's London treating you?
Man, I'm home, man. I love England, of course. You know that. I've been coming back and forth for many years now. The people are great, the best boxing fans in the world. So I'm at home. Y'all can't get rid of me. Let's go, champ.
We're here at The Ultimate Boxer. How did you get involved with The Ultimate Boxer?
Oh, I've been knowing Benjamin for quite some years now, and I've seen him on his journey, and I watched him and grow into this, and I'm happy, I'm proud to be, I'm honored to be here, to be working the show, and I'm looking forward to many more Ultimate Boxer shows, hopefully in the future.
No, I think it's a really good concept. Hopefully we'll get a next world champion that comes through one of the ranks one of these days. Let me get straight into it. I'll be remiss if I didn't ask you some of the hot button topics, which is the heavyweight division. It's making all the noise. What are your thoughts on the heavyweight division currently before I go into specific?
The heavyweight division is hot right now. You know what I'm saying? It's hot right now. You got the big three, of course. You got Anthony Joshua. You got Deontay Wilder. You got Tyson Fury. And then you've got some guys on the come up, some young guys on the come up. And then you got the champ, Shannon Briggs, that just won't go away. Look at him.
That got me a little bit excited. You haven't hung up your gloves. Can we confirm that?
No, never will. I never will. I'll never stop fighting, man. I'll be fighting till I'm about 100 years old, to be honest with you. I'm staying in shape. I'm having fun. This is what I do. When I'm not doing it, I don't feel as great. You know, I need to exercise. I need to sweat. I need to get yesterday off my back, and that's what I do by boxing. And plus, I just love knocking people out, man. It's what I've been doing all my life.
We love seeing it. When can we expect to see you again in action?
Ooh, look at him. I'll be back in September, y'all. I'm telling you, and I'm going to hurt somebody. But in a good way. You know, there's winning, and then there's just winning for the people, and I'm winning for the people. You know what I'm saying? This is bigger than the champ. This is bigger than Shannon Briggs. This is for the people. Let's go, champ.
It's really good to hear it. Shannon, I know you're friends with Jarrell Miller. I've seen a few interviews. First of all, I don't know whether you've had an opportunity to speak to him since he's gone through what he's gone through. Have you had a chance to speak to him?
Yeah, he's cool. I spoke to him all as well.
What's going through his mind at the minute? I mean, he's missed out on a great opportunity. I'm not going to ask you what his mindset was in taking it, but how is he coping with that? What do you think his mindset will be in getting over the disappointment of not facing Anthony Joshua on June the 1st?
You said it all.
He's just disappointed. Okay, could you give us some insight into the pressures that boxers go under, for example? What do you think was his mindset in choosing to go that route, and feeling that he needed to take some sort of substances to compete with Anthony Joshua?
You said it all. I can't speak for that man.
You're going to be a tough nut to crack, I can tell. Okay.
I ain't trying to crack or break. I ain't here to talk about Jarrell Miller. I'm here to talk about the champ, Shannon the Cannon Briggs. Jarrell Miller is a great kid. Unfortunately, he had some bad things happen. I've been down that road as well. There's a lot of people in this sport that don't admit a lot of things and do a lot of things, but we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about Ultimate Boxer. Let's go, champ.
All right, let's talk about you. You said you've been through it as well. Obviously, everybody lives and dies by the decisions that they make. What kind of pressures do us casual fans or fans looking on the outside not understand about a competition that might make something more enticing to you? What led you to decide to take substance that wasn't allowed, for example?
It's the champ, Shannon the Cannon Briggs, two-time heavyweight champ of the world. For those who don't know me, you can catch me on letsgochamp.net, or you can go to letsgochampstore.com and buy all the merchandise you could ever imagine. I got hats. I've got everything you can imagine, man. You know, I've been building this brand for about 7 years now, all around the world. And all you hear is, let's go, champ. Let's go, champ. Let's go, champ. It's all about positivity. It's about no negativity. We don't dwell on the past. We don't dwell on people's failures and mistakes. We dwell on positivity, because I myself, as a person who has ups and downs in my life, I suffer from depression. You know, I had a nervous breakdown about 9 years ago. I ballooned up to 403 pounds. I was at rock bottom. I wanted to commit suicide. And I was at a place where I didn't see tomorrow. And now here I am talking to you, brother. I'm in phenomenal shape. I'm looking forward to my comeback. I got a great team. Craig Brown, Sat Singh, Adrian the champ. We got a phenomenal team here in England, all around the world. And all we do is spread positivity to people. You should see us. We walk around Stratford Mall, Blue Water Mall. Everywhere we go, all you hear is, let's go, champ. Let's go, champ. champ. All we focus on is positivity. We don't even deal with negativity. When people come around us talking negativity, we just walk away. Look at us. This is us walking away. Let's go, champ.
I can appreciate that. I can appreciate that.
Yeah.
It's nice. It's nice to use your platform for positivity. So let's change tack.
Let's go, champ. Yeah. That don't work with me, champ. Negativity don't work with me, champ.
No, hey, I wasn't trying to be negative.
Yeah.
I promise you that.
Let's go, champ.
I was just trying to get insight. Okay.
Let's go, champ.
Anthony Joshua
Yes,
has
sir.
a late replacement in Andy Ruiz. What do you think about that fight?
A phenomenal fight. I'm looking forward to that fight, actually, because people don't know Ruiz could fight. You know what I'm saying? You can't judge a book by its cover. Ruiz has hands. Trust me when I tell you, this is going to be a great fight. And by any chance that Josh was able to get rid of him quick or, dominate totally, again, it's just one more notch showing that he's a legitimate and a strong champion.
Do you think he's been underestimated by the Joshua camp?
I would probably think so. I mean, but then again, you know what? I would say no. I would say no because me knowing Joshua and me knowing fighters itself, that we go into every fight knowing that anything can happen. You know what I'm saying? You could be heavyweight champion of the world today, and tomorrow you could be out of a belt and back at square one. So I think we all know it's the big stage. He's a phenomenal, great champion. He's showing that in his strength and his power, his speed. He's dominating right now. Everyone they put in front of him, he's knocking them off. So I think he knows that you can't slip up. You can't be light, slip up light and take this guy light. But trust me, Ruiz could fight. Ruiz got some hands. I'm telling you, it's going to be a good one.
Deontay Wilder's fighting next weekend against Dominic Brazil. What do you make of that fight?
That's a big fight that I'm looking forward to it as well because you have two guys who have some static. They have some personal problems, some personal beef, and this is what makes it even better because when that bell rang, they're gonna be trying to get each other up out of there because it's now or never for Brazil. This is a chance of a lifetime, opportunity of a lifetime for him to become heavyweight champion of the world. For Wilder, it's an opportunity for him to show that, look, I had a problem with this guy and I hurt him. Wilder's showing that he's hurting guys. He's knocking them out clean. So he's doing what he has to do to be showing himself as a threat and as a dangerous fighter. But if he could do that to Brazil, again, he'll be showing us that he ain't no joke.
If Deontay and AJ respectively come through their fights, how do you think we'll ever get to see this super fight with the influx of money that is in the sport now and everybody on different networks? Deontay's come out and said he doesn't think the fight will happen for another 2 years. He's got fighters lined up. What do you think the chances of that fight ever happening is?
I think there's a big chance of that fight happening possibly. I think that both of those guys are dominating in their own way all around both sides of the coast. You got Joshua over here dominating. You have Wilder over there knocking everybody out. So I think this is going to be a great opportunity for them. If they do get the fight, it's going to be a war. It's going to be like the United States versus England. It's going to be a crazy war. I can't wait. Let's go, champ.
Who do you have winning that fight?
You know what? As time is going on, I'm really, Wilder is one of those guys, man, that you can't sleep on because power is power. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he can hit you and break you. You feel me? He got that strong African power, that skinny, bony power. That bony power, all it takes is one. Crack your face. Boom, it's over. But then you got Joshua, technically sound, good defense, a smart fighter. And I like to think that when a guy versus a skilled guy will take out a wild guy, or at least control him, knowing to use his smarts. But it's so dangerous. That's what makes anybody fighting Wilder, anybody fighting Wilder throughout history, we'll never know because he could hit you or he could hurt you. So, let's go, champ.
Listen, I could talk to you all day.
I'll fight any of them. Ask me that. I'll fight anybody.
I was just about to say, there's this.
Any given time, all you got to do is say anything slightly towards me, anything slightly towards me disrespectful, anything, and I'll make sure that I find you. And when I find you, you'll know that you got static. Let's go, champ.
I think a great matchup will be Shannon Briggs versus Luis Ortiz. What are your thoughts on that fight and what are the potential?
I'll fight anybody. Luis Ortiz is actually a friend of mine. We share the same trainer in Herman Caicedo. That's a fight that more than likely wouldn't happen because there's really no reason. There's no money there. But if there was money there, and I'm sure we'd be more than happy to fight and make some money to feed our families. But I don't see that happening. There's not enough static. There's no static. So if realistically, what I'm gonna do is have a couple fights, stay busy, do what I do, mind my business, do what I do, mind my business, fight when I fight, and guess what? The people gonna come out. Let's go, champ.
What are the chances of you fighting in the UK? We have a lot of UK prospects: Nathan Gorman, Daniel Dubois, Joe Joyce over here. What your chances of fighting on these short?
Hopefully soon. Like I said, man, I'm 47,000 years old. I just look to stay in shape, have fun, and when the time is right, my team will look at it and say, "Look, champ, let's go. Let's start chasing this person down, that person down." But for now, we just want to come back, have some tune-up fights, and make the best of a career that's been 3 decades. Just having fun, man. That's why we're not speaking on no negativity. We wish everybody the best. We all make mistakes. It's the fight business, man. Let's go, champ.
Shannon the Cannon Briggs, I really appreciate your time, and I appreciate everything that you give into the sport of boxing. Like I said, I could talk to you all day, but I know you got work to do today. I don't want you to lose your voice. Appreciate you talking to the Boxing Voice. Anything else you'd like to add?
I'd like to say that I just want to thank you for this interview, and I think that in the future, you're going to potentially be one of the biggest announcers and interviewers in boxing. I can see that now.
I really appreciate you saying that, sir. I really appreciate it.
I see it now. Let's go,
Have a good day.
Feel free to hit the like, subscribe, and share. As always, if you want to support us to the next level, head over to the patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice. We have tons of exclusive from Border Wars, from title, betting shows, the list goes on and on and on. But in addition to that, if you guys have questions for fighters, trainers, and promoters, this is where you can submit them. We will run out, get these questions answered, and put it back on the show just for you guys. Appreciate it. Peace.